We've run out of time, Leonard, so let's quickly, conclude. This time around, you are also resorting to the court. There had been a backlash, national condemnation on the imprisonment of lawyer, fellow activist Inibehe, younger activist Inibehe Effiong. And now we've seen you last week, you came out, challenging reported torture of Mr. Inibehe Effiong. And now there's an issue of the judgment order. You cannot access the copy, and that's the foundation upon which you are suing the Chief Judge of Akwa-Ibom State.
You see, it's been reported that he was convicted for contempt. We've looked at the records. We have also listened to reports. Nobody has been able to come out to define what the content was about. In the case of the late Chief Gani Fawehinmi, I filed an action in court. He filed an action on my behalf. And a former Chief Judge of Lagos State, before he was acting there, Justice Legale Ayorinde, said, while overruling me, dismissing the case for lack of local standard, he said everybody should now appreciate that the military president, General Ibrahim Babangida, is like the Kabiyesi of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, in a ruling. So when the late Gani had another case before him, involving military dictators, he simply filed an application. My Lord, even in regards to your position, that the military guys are beyond reproach, can you allow another judge to take this application? I mean, this case. He found Gani guilty of contempt and sentenced him to 12 months imprisonment, whereas the maximum punishment was 3 months. I mean, it's 3 months under the law. Of course, the Court of Appeal quashed the entire proceedings. I also had a case where the late Justice Olugbadi wanted to jail me for contempt. Right? Just like in the case of Gani, we rushed to the Court of Appeal. I also had the rush to the Court of Appeal to stop him. Unfortunately, this time around,
is different.
This was timed. The Court of Appeal had gone on vacation. So let's send him to jail for 1 month. For no just cause, nothing happened. From the proceedings, all that the young man said, journalists were being chased out of the court. He said, my Lord, this is a public trial. Why are journalists being asked to leave the court? This is the way I want to run my court. No problem. The guy suddenly saw 2 policemen with AK-47 rifle behind him in the court. And he also complained. At that stage, without any explanation, the judge said, remove your wig and gown. Go to the dock. You are hereby sentenced to 1 month imprisonment. For what? What was the complaint? Is it for complaining against the policeman? Or for the application file which was not taken? I.e., my Lord, you were found in the wedding of the daughter of our opponent. In this case, can you please recuse yourself? It's a normal application. So we don't know whether that is the cause of the contempt or the complaint with respect to the 2, AK-47 bearing policemen in the court. So nobody has been able to define what the content was about. So it's a politically motivated harassment.
Okay.
Because this young man has been demanding for accountability in Akwa-Ibom State, demanding for justice and fair play in that state. For which reason he's being harassed. I mean, look at what has happened in the prison. I had a beard when I was under the military. I was detained several times. On no occasion did anybody complain about my bushy hair or my beard then. My comrade friend Aborishade.
Maybe they will complain about your white hair now.
I don't know.
And now it has
If
become
I go
an
there,
issue.
of course, they will scrape my
And now it has become an issue.
So that's what happened here.
Right.
It's the first time
in
the history of our struggle that a detainee is being subjected to such horrendous torture, handcuffed without any act of violence.